Hey, welcome to the 4 Pillars of Men's Health. So glad you joined me. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I'm changing the focus of my training for my Ironman and 3 pieces of technology that I use to help me train my way to an Ironman. Okay, so 22 weeks till Tulsa, Oklahoma. When I first started this video, I was at 26 weeks. Things are clipping along here. It makes me a little bit nervous, but I'm feeling really good about my consistent training. I'm doing some really good things there, getting a really good base. And I just, this week and maybe a little bit of last week, I really changed focus on my training to be more purposeful, more intense, and just more directive. And I feel really good about it. I feel really strong. Today is actually one of my rest days. And I'm recovering from 2 pretty grueling workout days where I did 5 workouts in 2 days. And so, but I'm feeling really good about purposeful workouts today. For example, I did a run the other day where my goal was to get my heart rate up to 70% and just hold it there for 15 minutes. And I was able to do that and it felt really good. And so I just have some very purposeful, strategic planning sessions ahead of me. And we'll get into that in the future as well. So let's talk about some of the technology I think is very valuable. In fact, I don't know if I could do my training and do an Ironman without this technology. And it's so important and so vital to be able to track where you're at, how you're doing, and those kinds of things. And some of the stuff that they have available today is just incredible. And today I'm going to talk to you about 3 different types of technologies that I use to help me in my training program. One is my Garmin watch, a sports watch. Another one is a heart rate monitor. It's strapped around from my chest. And the third one is my Kicker Snap stationary bike trainer. So the watch is the most important thing for me. I use this thing literally like many times a day. And this happens to be a Garmin Fenix 7, a pretty expensive watch. You can do a lot of things with a lot cheaper watch. But this is a really good one, and it's kind of designed around triathlon and extreme outdoor sporting stuff. So there's lots of good stuff in this watch. And the things that I like about it are its convenience. It is a little bit big, it's a little bit bulky, but it's very convenient. It's user-friendly. I guess I'm just because I'm used to it. But it does a really good job. And the thing that works so well for me is all I have to do is like push the button to the activity that I'm doing that day, and it just like launches into it and it tracks everything. So when I open up my app on my phone, it tells me like the day in review. I use that a lot. I look at that almost like several times a day. It tells me my training status, if I'm maintaining, if I'm improving, if I'm detraining, those kinds of things. I look at that. I look at another key thing that it tracks throughout the day is my body battery. And I found this to be pretty accurate. It shows how much my body, they call it my body battery, but it's my energy level for my day. And it just shows how it is doing that day and whether I should do a hard workout or an easy workout. It's really good information. It also keeps track of my intensity minutes throughout the week, which I kind of monitor that one. And just some really good stuff in the day in review. And then for each individual activity, there's a whole different screen in my phone. I click on, like for example, like the other day, yesterday, I went on a bike ride. So I just pressed the button, took off on my bike, and then when I'm done, I shut it off, and then it calculates all this stuff, and it shows speed, time on the bike, heart rate, and how my heart rate fluctuated, exercise load, which is another key thing. I monitor that quite a bit. It shows how much that workout took out of your system and how effective it was for your training program. It shows the primary benefit of that exercise, whether it was aerobic, anaerobic, and what level you were at during that activity. It shows the wattage on the bike and the run. It shows your cadence on your bike and your run, and it just gets into so much good information. And I would highly recommend getting a good sports watch that shows these things, because it's just invaluable. And as you're tracking your training, these are items that you need to monitor and you need to watch. So make sure you get a good sports watch. So the second piece of technology that I would recommend that you check into is an actual heart rate monitor. It's actually a chest strap. You wrap around your chest and it monitors your heart rate. And although my Phoenix 7 does have a heart rate monitor built into it, I found that this chest heart rate monitor is way more accurate and consistent. And personally, for me, if somebody made me take away some technology, this would probably be the one that I would lose. I would keep my kicker snap, and I would keep my watch. But the good thing about this is the accuracy that it provides for me, and it shows me when I do this. I usually wear my heart rate strap monitor once or twice a month on the running and the biking activity. And what it does is it shows me my heart rate variability, which is something you could check into, but it shows me how I'm doing, what my stress level is, and how much energy I have, and how much I should be pushing myself. So there's just some advanced features when you use this, and some accuracy issues that I would encourage you. They're pretty cheap, and it's something that you can add to your repertoire of technology. And if you can do it, I would get a chest strap heart rate monitor. So the third piece of technology that I use is my Kicker Snap stationary bike indoor trainer. And the thing I like about it is this is my training bike that I use. I can just take my bike right off the street, pop it right in here. It just takes like a matter of maybe a minute to set this thing up. And I use this thing, I use the Kicker Snap because it's you can program it, and you can make challenging or less challenging. You can make a course on there. You can also go to some of the advanced things that they have and ride with other people, and go all over the world riding with the video going. So I use this all the time, and this winter I'm going to be spending a lot of time in here. So this is going to be a really useful and valuable tool for me. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, join the health revolution, share this video with your buddy. Let's change the world.